I'm here on the corner of East 7th and Reed Streets, and to be honest, I've never seen a scene like this before in my life. We've got all Erie Fire Department crews on hand here as they continue to battle this 3-home blaze fire. This fire you see at this home right here is where it originated, according to Fire Chief Guy Santone. It then spread to 2 other homes, one here on East 7th and then another one just next to it on Reed Street. We're here in Conneautville where a tornado struck a short time ago. Now we have some significant roof damage on both what's called the Therapy Conference Center. Yeah, there's still several residents inside the fire home right now. They're getting them some water, some blankets. They're all kind of sitting before they get moved to the middle school, and then from there they'll hold them and then hopefully get them into some place. Now, and just feet behind us here are the backyards of some of where the most severe flooding has taken place, and just a few blocks down the road is where the problems have all started. As we walk down here right near the spot where the viaduct used to stand, you can see what's kind of here now. We've got nothing but really just some construction trucks and pretty much a hole in the ground. Around with some interesting costumes, and right behind me, take a look. Guy's wearing a big Transformers outfit. I gotta love and appreciate that creativity. And TSB and the Erie School District both say that even if the buses don't have the seatbelts, it is still the safest place for your child to travel to and from school.
What is the ALICE system? It's a different type of emergency response. Instead of your traditional duck and cover, it's a way for students and teachers to better prepare themselves for an emergency situation using a fight versus flight method.
Now, UPAL says the clock is ticking for investigators as they turn to a process called digital forensics. Basically, it's like something you would see at a crime scene, only it's on your computer.
Looking to the future, the U.S.'s next shot at redemption won't come for at least another 4 years. By then, the team could have a completely different identity, perhaps a few household names or two. And as for 2026, while still retaining some of the old traditions, and he says to look no further than the school's newest marketing campaign. If you listen, he doesn't plan on that changing anytime soon. And no matter what, he'll always have the best seats in the house. From a strike of the foot to a push from the arms, this group you see here at White Dragon Martial Arts aren't fighting each other. Rather, they're helping each other learn.
Okay, so I'm here like this.
And the lesson of the day is self-defense, specifically in a rape situation.
And she's gonna roll me.
Watch here as student Courtney Wasink and her instructor demonstrate a situation where the attacker uses a knife. Now, this may be just a simulation, but it can be an all-too-real moment. Take last week's brutal rape of a woman in Erie. She was able to escape her alleged attacker, and while injured, she made it out alive. Which is why this class is stressing both technique, staying calm,
and how to get out of the situation easier.
Now, as they punch and kick their way through self-defense, they also are punching and kicking down a barrier that women and even men cannot and should not be taking these types of classes.
I'm like, I don't want to go do that.
Newlyweds Amanda and Toby Burns decided to take the course together. They feel the lessons not only make them stronger as a couple, but even stronger on their own.
When in all reality, it's probably the best thing as a young woman you can do.
It's always good to be prepared.
From the strike of your foot to a push from your arms, you could fight to live another day. At Lavery Brewing Company, they're pouring out pints for thirsty people every day. And behind the scenes, owner Jason Lavery is working hard to serve high-quality beer at a fair price.
Would you like to leave it open?
But with a tax set to hit breweries like Lavery, his high quality could soon be at a higher price. The PA Department of Revenue wants to add the standard 6% sales tax on craft brewers. But there's a twist. They want to add the tax to a per-pint basis. For reference, regular bars are usually taxed per keg. So if you bought a $5 pint at your favorite brewery, the new tax would have you paying roughly 30 cents more.
And that's no fun.
But brewers like Lavery are not going down without a fight, and they've taken their message all the way to the government. Right now, they're working on legislation that could still tax brewers as sales tax, but in the end, it could save craft brew lovers roughly a quarter, which could be put towards anything like getting another beer.
The Department of Revenue is not going to change their mind.
Which is why Lavery is working closely with state senators like Republican Dan Laughlin to try try and undercut the department's tax plan. But with midterm elections around the corner, they're trying to act fast.
We just want to pay the exact same way bars and restaurants pay.
In the meantime, you can still enjoy your favorite cold one, tax-free from the tap.
Say hello to Tony, or at least that's what they're calling her here at the Anna Shelter. She's a little shy with us, but has warmed up to staff member Emily Danskin.
She's actually very sweet. She likes to play.
Which is a different story from when Danskin first met this friendly pup.
How long have you been on the police force?
About 3.5 years.
Union City policeman Tony Rickett was on patrol with a partner when he received a call for possible drug activity at this warehouse.
We went over there trying to look around, make sure everything was okay.
With glass breaking as they investigated, the two came upon this room with the floor completely covered by crushed boxes, glass, and then
there was a set of eyes in the back.
And those eyes were Tony's. Fearing the dog could be injured, Rickett made a call to the Anna Shelter for help, and showing up at the warehouse was Emily Danskin.
She was just scared and kind of boxed in from some of the debris that had fallen down.
After about an hour, they were able to get her out safely. She was hungry and covered in dirt.
I would never absolutely want my dog to ever be in that situation.
Finally freed, Danskin brought her back to the shelter.
She needs to be in kind of a calm environment.
And while the shelter is still taking care of Tony, they are actively looking for her rightful owner, or to find her a new home.
I think she's going to be a great companion for somebody.
And for those wondering how the pup got her name, Danskin dedicated it to Officer Rickett.
That kind of just made me chuckle and just, hope the best for the dog.
Andrew Hyman, Erie News Now.
And if neighbors feel it's the right move, Andrew.
Now we're coming to you from a drainage well that's just behind the Allegheny Health Center here on Westridge Road, and just feet behind us here are the backyards of some of where the most severe flooding has taken place, and just a few blocks down the road is where the problems have all started. And now neighbors say that wells like this are not helping to solve that problem, which brought them to discussion with township supervisors again tonight, and we're told relief is now on the way.